Hello friends, this is the Cryptonian taking a look at, no, not Bitcoin, we're taking a look at AAVE today. The reason why I want to take a look at AAVE is because I think it has a lot of potential, and I'll tell you why. But we have to be careful. It really depends on Bitcoin and what's happening with Bitcoin and what's going to happen with the Fed. That's really what the market is waiting for, whether it's, the equities market, stock market, or crypto, whatever. But the reason why I like AAVE is because we have some consolidation here, and AAVE is trying to break out. I mean, we've had a breakout down here out of the trend line, and we had another breakout here out of the trend line. Now, we are getting rejected. Hold on. Let me delete this. Sometimes my scribbles, they don't get deleted like they should. One moment. Appreciate your patience. Okay, so the reason why I like this setup is because we have here the 20 and the 50 crossing over here. I really like that. And it's showing that it's respecting these moving averages. It's also showing that it's respecting this area of $82 so far. So, like I said, we had the breakout. This is a very important event. Usually when you break out of a downtrend, a large downtrend, then it's the start of a new trend. Okay, it takes time, but usually that is the case. Now, taking a look at the RSI, RSI is above midline and staying strong. So this is a perfect setup. The daily, look at the daily stochastics at the bottom. The 1 hour, the 4 hour at the bottom. So this is really ready and primed for some type of a big move if we get the right data from, or the right decision, the right data from the Fed, right? Now remember, if it's 1 basis point, or excuse me, if it's 1% or higher, then it's going to hurt and the market's going to most likely sell off. Now, if this sells off, there's 2 scenarios. Number 1, I'm taking a position here. Okay, I have a very small position here, but I'm taking the position because the move from where we are now, if we have good news from the Fed, the news will most likely push AAVE possibly up to 88.80. That's almost a 7% push just back up to where it was before. So even if it goes up, creates a double top, gets rejected, comes back down, that is a 7% move. Okay. Now that being said, let me check and see. Let me make sure that I'm correct on that. Okay, so it is 6.9%. 6.9% move. That's almost a 7% move from where we are now. Okay. Now there is volatility. AAVE is a wild one. I would be very careful. I wouldn't take too much size. Now the reason why I like this is the start of a new trend. It's broken out of the downtrend. And if Bitcoin breaks out, if we get good news from the Fed, Bitcoin breaks out, all of crypto breaks out, this is going higher. And once we go higher, we could start doing this. Okay, so this potentially could be an entry for long term. And like I said, that being said, we're still holding strong at 55 RSI, which is perfect, and our stochastics are down towards the bottom, showing that it's ready for a push higher. The stochastics shows impulses, whether they're to the upside or to the downside. It shows that it follows impulses, and when it gets stronger and when it gets weaker, when the price action gets stronger and weaker. We do have some decreased volume, but we're holding above the moving averages. So all it takes is volume like this to come in off of the good news, and we're going to go much higher. I believe that. Now, there are no guarantees in crypto, and I can't tell you, what to buy, how to buy, or when to buy. I'm not a financial advisor. It's your decision what you do. But as for what I'm doing, I have a small position here waiting for the news to come out from the Fed. If we get good news, I think we're going to probably be going higher. Um, so that being said, let's take a look at the 4 hour. 4 hour, and you can see all of the consolidation. We just have a little bit more time to, yeah, okay, still have my marker out. We are getting everything reset. We're in the process of getting everything reset right now. Could we go a little bit lower? Yeah, we could go a little bit lower. We could dig into these moving averages a little bit. And if the Fed comes out with something negative, then we're going to come down and probably break this. But right now we're holding above support, and on the 4 hour we do have, you can see right here, a little bit of buying coming in, right? Let me go ahead and auto this. There we go. You can see that we're bouncing right above the moving averages. We have a little bit of buying coming in. Now that blue is, let's see, that blue moving average, that's the 100 on the 4 hour. So that's significant, okay? So just wanted to put that out there. Wanted to bring your attention to AAVE. I like AAVE. I'm taking a small position. Now I'm setting my stop losses. I'm setting my stop losses. Now this is quite a bit of a drop down here. That's why I'm just below in this area, probably 81.10, something like that, if I remember correctly. So again, that's just what I'm doing. You'll have to make your own decisions, make your own risk-reward assessments, and plan and act appropriately. But I really like AAVE, and just wanted to put that out there, and possibly you may too. You may like AAVE. Look at all of this consolidation here. Look at this. This is a strong area, unless there's a really good reason for AAVE to break down, which would be negative news, of course, from the Fed. Today, coming out today, probably, between 2 and 4. And that being said, now here's the bearish scenario. If we sell off, if we get negative news, we sell off, we may come down south, down this way, right? So what I'm going to be looking at is I'm going to be looking at this area right here. Let me move this over. I'm going to be looking at 0.618 Fibonacci, which is around the 7740, 7750 area, which would coincide with this area here, this support. So we would come down and test this line, this trend line, descending trend line that we just broke out of, and we would test that and most likely hold that as support, because that is confluent with the Fibonacci 618 retracement, and that's the golden pocket. That's usually where we get some buys, or at least a little bit of a bounce. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. I have a stop loss here. If I get stopped out of my position, I may go ahead of time and just set a buy down here, and then a little bit lower my stop loss. Now, AAVE does have a lot of momentum, so when it does break down, it can leave a wick like so. So you have to be careful about that. If you get stopped out, it's part of the market. But I'm looking for a long-term position. I'm looking for taking a position, trying to get set up so I can get into position and leave the position long-term. Okay. So again, I think that this is because of all of the consolidation, and because we're above the moving averages, and because we have a very important day today, I'm taking a position which can flip into a long-term investment position if this is the bottom, if we are moving up and we don't come back to this area again. So thank you, friends, for watching. Please, if you find that this video is helpful, go ahead and click the like button. I would appreciate it. And consider becoming a subscriber. I appreciate your time. Take care, and I wish you the best of luck in the markets.